Good day, subscribers. Today is episode 1 of Semester 7, dropping or withdrawing from a course. If you'd like to see the previous episode before watching this one, click the banner in the upper right-hand corner. Before getting started with this episode, I just want to talk a little bit about the last episode and then why I ended up dropping the course for the summer. Last episode was a final review of s7e1 Machine Learning. In that review, I talked about what the class was about, the assignments and the exams for the class, and my thoughts on the class overall. After finishing the course, I was signed up to take CS7642 Reinforcement Learning. However, because of some plans I had for the summer and for next year, one of them being a whole bunch of hiking and biking trips. If you want to follow me on those adventures, check out my other channel, HBK Adventures. But like I was saying, because of some plans I was making for the summer and for next year, I chose to drop the course knowing I could always take it again later if I wanted to. This video is going to be all about the difference between dropping a course and withdrawing from a course. So, if you ever find yourself in the same situation, you'll have a little bit more knowledge as to the difference between the two. So first off, what is dropping a course? Dropping a course means removing it from your schedule during the drop period. The drop period is usually 3 to 5 days after the class begins, which really isn't a lot of time. So if you're going to drop the course, you really need to be doing it quickly or thinking about it before the class starts. Additionally, just a little side note, a failure of payment, meaning you don't pay your bill before the payment due date, usually about 7 days after the first day of class, will also count as dropping the course. So if you go past the drop period but you haven't paid your bill and you decide you want to drop the course, just don't pay your bill and your course will get dropped with the same repercussions of dropping a course. Now the pros of dropping a course is it allows you to shortly try a class and possibly observe the first assignment without really having any repercussions to being in the course. When you drop a course, really nothing happens. It doesn't count as an enrollment for the semester. It doesn't count as anything on your transcript or on your GPA. It's almost as though you never took it. So there's really no repercussions to dropping a course, but you do get that little pro of being in there for the first week or so, getting to see the Piazza posts and maybe an assignment or a lecture post that might be going on. So it just gives you a little taste on the class. And additionally, because you're dropping it before the payment due date, there's no cost to the course, so you wouldn't be charged anything. Now, withdrawing from a course is a little bit more complicated. So what is withdrawing from a course? Withdrawing from a course means removing it from your schedule after the drop period, but still within the withdraw period. Now, the withdraw period is different for different semesters, unlike the drop period, which is basically 3 to 5 days, whether it's the summer semester or the spring or fall semester. But the withdraw period for the summer semester tended to be about 20 days, whereas for the spring and fall semester was a little bit longer at 30 days, meaning you could try a course for about a full month being in the course, which will definitely get you through the first assignment, at least get you through some Piazza posts, and maybe give you a little bit more in the course, and you can still withdraw from it with just minimal repercussions. So what are the pros to withdrawing from a course? Well, again, just like dropping a course, it allows you to shortly try a course and observe at least one assignment, but possibly more than one, which is really helpful. Additionally, it allows you to gauge your skill level with the needed skill level of the course. You might enter a course being really excited for it, and the course might require Java, and your knowledge for Java might not be great, but you think you can handle it. And then once you see the first assignment, and maybe even the second assignment, you might realize that it's a little bit above where you are, and you should just take some time, put your skill kind of to the next level, teach yourself a couple of things, and then get back into it. That's totally fine. You can withdraw from the course, and now you have a little bit of an idea of what's expected for you when you take that course again. Also, it does count as an enrolled semester. Now, what does that mean? The OMSCS program allows you to take one semester off consecutively, meaning if you take the summer semester off, you have to be taking a course in the fall Otherwise, you'll lose your status as an OMSCS student. Additionally, if you took the spring semester off, you'd have to take a course in the summer to continue to be an OMSCS student. But if you take a course and withdraw from it, that semester still counts as a semester enrolled in the OMSCS program. Meaning, if for some reason you had to, if for some reason you needed 2 consecutive semesters off and you didn't want to reapply for the program, you could take a course, withdraw from it, that would count as a semester enrolled, and then the following semester, you could just not take a course. And then that semester would not count as a semester enrolled, but that would only be 1 consecutive semester. So just a little bit of an added bonus. It did work out for me as something nice, and I wanted to share that with you. And then lastly, when you withdraw from the course, it usually takes about 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, but you will get your money refunded. I was told you'll get all your money refunded. I haven't verified that yet, but you should get at least a majority of your money refunded, which is very nice. So you don't end up paying for the course and you get to try it out for a little bit. Now, withdrawing from the course, unlike dropping a course, does have one minor con, and that is that there will be a W on your transcript. Now, for most people, this really isn't a big deal. Withdrawing from a course isn't shameful or anything in any way. And a small W on your transcript really isn't a big deal. Of course, it doesn't affect your GPA. If you have something like a 3.5 before withdrawing from the course, you withdraw from the course, your GPA will still be a 3.5. That's not a problem. It just is a W on your transcript. If it couldn't be there, that would be better. I wouldn't go around trying to get W's on your transcripts. But if it is on there, it's really not a big deal. It doesn't affect anything. It just shows up on your transcript as you took this course and you decided to withdraw it. As long as you have a good reason for doing so, there's really not a problem. All right, so now that we've got a little bit better understanding of what dropping a course is and withdrawing from a course, as well as the differences between the two, why would you drop a course and why would you withdraw from a course? Well, the first reason might be that the course wasn't what you thought it was. You might have thought the course was about a certain type of subject matter or had a certain number of assignments, and then you get in the course and it's just a little bit different than what you thought, and it doesn't really fit what you're trying to learn in the OMSCS program. Totally fine. You can drop the course. It might not be what you're looking for. You can withdraw from the course. It might not be what you're looking for, and you're always able to take it again later if you choose to. The second reason is the course requirements were more than your current skill level. And when I say that, what I mean is kind of like the example that I said before. You might get into a class that requires you to know Java. You might have an understanding of a different language, let's say Python, and your Java might be okay, but not great. And as you get into the course and you see the first assignment, it's just above your skill level. You don't want to push yourself to the point where you're going crazy, and you just know you'd get more out of the class if you dropped it or withdrew from it, and then took it again later when your Java level was a little bit higher. Again, totally fine, not a problem. Withdraw from the course, drop the course, and then you can always take it again later with, like I said, just the minimal repercussion of the W on your transcript if you're withdrawing from the course. And then lastly, the last reason I could think of why you would either drop a course or withdraw from a course is that your personal schedule becomes busier than you thought it was going to be when you signed up for the course, and you just decide that it's better to withdraw from the course or drop the course than to really cram everything into that time. And that's totally okay too. Like I said, in my situation, I was planning a couple things for the summer and for next year. Again, please check out my channel, HBK Adventures, if you're interested in following me on those adventures. But I was just planning these things, and I was going to be moving, and there were other things going on in my life, and I just knew I could take the course later if I wanted to. It wasn't really a problem, and I decided to withdraw from it and just kind of take care of the things that I needed to take care of right now. Well, all right, that wraps it up for this video. I know it was a short one today, but I just had this experience for my summer, and I wanted to share it with all of you in case you guys were thinking about dropping a course or withdrawing from a course, or were going to do so in the future. If you like this video, please leave a like. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm and really helps out the channel. If you have any questions or comments, leave that in the comments section. I know I've plugged it twice already, but if you guys would like to follow me as I go hiking and biking across the country, please join my new channel, HBK Adventures. You can subscribe to it, and I'll have a link right at the end of this video where you can go over to that channel as well. If you like that kind of content, leave a comment on that section as well, and that would be super helpful. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and subscribe.